Hello, I hope you enjoy this little video. Before I jump into the vlog, I am 2 weeks later and I have two pieces of exciting news. The first is that today was day one of the book photo shoot. Tomorrow is day two, which means that I am done. Actually, right this second still have a sock to bind off, but I am done all my sample knitting for the book, which means we're back to regularly scheduled podcasting pretty soon, and I have some non-book cast-ons on my needles to talk about, so I'm very excited. The second is that the SOLLAS pattern is out today. I'll put some pictures here. It is in the Tolsta family, same gauge options, same fit, well, like same sizing, bust shaping options, all of the above. It is a simultaneous set and sleeve design, so a little bit different, and it comes with a t-shirt, a cardigan and a Henley. So the code for that is SOLLAS10. I'll put it all down below. And yeah, I'll be back next time with just a regular old podcast video with no surprises. I'm so excited. Hello, we have just arrived in our home for the next few days. We are in the Cairngorms in the Highlands of Scotland, and the plan is do a lot of hiking, do a lot of reading, do a lot of knitting, do a lot of sleeping and eating, and celebrate Big Dog's second birthday. He will be 2 on Sunday. So I'm very excited. I thought I'd bring my camera. We're in a very beautiful part of the world and it felt only right to share some of that with you. I've got some new cast-ons. I've got some non-book projects to share with you. And overall I'm really excited. So I hope you enjoy a little bit of time with me in this very cozy, very beautiful part of the world. Who just ate some pumpkin? What's this on your nose, baby? Did you have some pumpkin? You did? Good morning from morning one of our little Highland holiday. We are up and about and getting ready for the day. Today's our better weather day, so tomorrow and this afternoon are pretty miserable, so we're going to try and make the most of some good weather and get outside today. So the little dog is too small to go on any big hill walks, so we're going to divide and conquer. We'll drop the boys off and they are going to go do a run up a big hill. And Nell and I are going to go and do a walk around Loch Morlich, which is a beautiful big loch here near where we're staying. Last night was very chill, very chill. We got in not that late, but by the time that we'd had a little snack and then had dinner, I was just so tired. Yes, I see you, Chaos Monster. You got the chaos this morning? Yes, you got the gunk in your eyes. It ended up being quite a chill night, so we didn't do very much. But I cast on a new project. I brought 2 yarns for this project. I really want to make a fully zippered sweater. As you know, I made the Lanark already. I love my Lanark so much and I feel very inspired by zips at the moment. And so it's going to be a raglan, it's going to have like a welt detail. I'm excited. And I thought I was going to use this yarn. This is Blast Stuff from Stolen Stitches, which I've just finished a project in and I really liked. And as soon as I finished the project and blocked it, I've ordered a second quantity of the yarn because I thought this is amazing. This puppy is just fighting herself next to us. And then I thought I wasn't going to arrive in time because it came from Ireland, so I thought I was not going to arrive. So then I skeined up something else, which is this. This is Fibre Company Lore. Now the Fibre Company are no longer running. So this yarn will soon be discontinued. But it's this beautiful, I'll get a better picture of it. It's very like beautiful orange, burnt orange colour. And so I panicked. This arrived just before we left, like 15 minutes before we left the house. So I panicked and I caked it up too, but I decided when I got here that I do prefer this colour. So I cast on, and I've not made very much progress because I cast on and then I ripped out again and cast on again. I originally, literally midway through a row. I'm so here, I'm at, yeah. I'm just finishing the short rows up. My plan had been, I cast on all my stitches and then did some short rows, and I was like, why am I doing this? My preferred way of doing a short row is to cast on some of the stitches and then increase at both ends. That's my preferred raglan method. So I did that. So I've cast on my extra stitches. I've done some very provisional numbers, at least enough that I can just keep going. And it's turning out really nice. I'll put some pictures out of this because it's just looking beautiful in this morning sun. So I'm gonna drink my coffee. We are gonna get ready to go. And then we're gonna burn off some puppy energy and hopefully come back for a relaxing, chilled out afternoon, a nice tasty brunch, and get back before the weather turns. We are back. It looks like such a nice day, but the wind has really picked up. It's getting so windy out there. We're gonna have some brunchy lunch, and then we're gonna get cozy, and we're gonna do nothing for the rest of the day. I'm gonna knit, and I'm gonna read, and that's it. I've been so bad at reading. I just cannot get my head in a book. So I'd like to finish 2 books this weekend. I want to finish the book I've started, which I've been reading for ages, which is And Now Back to You by BJ Ryerson, can't remember. It's a romance novel. I loved the first one, struggling to get in the second one. And the second book is going to be, I think it's called The Rights of the Starling. It is the second book in a fantasy series by Devney Perry. That is my afternoon plan. We are having curry for dinner. I've not made this in so long. We don't have curry very often. but it's usually a very good recipe. Usually it's red curry, but we got this fancy curry paste, it's yellow curry from our local market, so I'm using that. Chickpeas, sweet potato, peanut butter, coconut milk, spinach, all good things. I'm sitting here with my assistant who likes it in here because the floor is heated. And I've just scraped the top off the coconut milk because the big dog loves coconut cream so much that I've taken a little teaspoon off and put it in the fridge for him tomorrow because tomorrow's his birthday. So tomorrow he gets coconut. It smells so good. And this is completely ridiculous, but I brought a rice cooker with us. Rice cooker rice is just so good, and we have 2 meals with rice, so I thought, well, we're taking the car, we may as well bring the rice cooker. So I could do a little check-in with all the projects I brought with me. We've got 2 full days and 2 half days, and I thought I'd make a lot more progress than I'm making, so I was probably a bit enthusiastic. I am yet again using my built-in tote, which is just such a good project bag for like taking multiple projects places. The puppy is trying to eat the firewood. So I brought 4 projects, and 2 of them are non-book cast-ons, but I'll show you the book ones too. I have my new zip-up sweater that I'm very excited about. I've made very little progress, but it is fun. It's nice for reading because it's just back and forth knitting. And that is in Fibre Company Lower. I can't remember the colour of this, but the Fibre Company Lower is discontinued, which is kind of sad. Number 2 is a book project. I only have this and 2 more things to finish in the book, which is quite exciting. And then I've got one more thing I want to cast on, but it's a second sample, so it is a sock. I'm not going to go too close on that, but it is a sock. And to make the second sock, I really want to finish this on this holiday. So if I can get one sock done and the second sock cast on, I think I'll be in a pretty good place with that. Ideally I'll get the second sock done too, but I just want to knit all my nice other projects. Number 3 is in my fun summer bag. She's eating something again, but I don't know what. This is a summer knit. It is, I teased this project on Instagram. It is going to go into testing. Actually, it might already be in testing by the time you see this video. It depends when I publish this video. If I keep to my regular scheduling, this won't go out for another little while, and so if that's the case, this could be, the test call could be out right now. It is very basic, button-up tank or a t-shirt. This one will be a tank version. I'll put a picture in of the t-shirt version I've already finished. The t-shirt has rolled edges. This one's gonna have ribbed edges. It's plain black, which is kind of boring, but I think very utile, and it is in Drop Spell. What is she fighting with? She's being very cute, but I should probably be worried. And then last but not least is something I need to cast on, and I keep putting it off. It is in this bright yellow yarn. It is the final book cast on that I've not started yet. And actually I have started it and ripped it out. It's going to require some more maths than I currently have brain space for. So maybe tomorrow. I thought I'd get it started today, but my brain was just not working with me. So there we go, 4 projects, and I think tonight I will keep knitting on my raglan. And if we watch some TV, we might put on some Taskmaster later. If I watch some TV, I'll do my sock knitting. But I can't really do the sock knitting and read my book because it's textured and I need plain stockinette for that. It's his birthday! Birthday boy! It's his birthday! Good morning. It is our last full day. We leave tomorrow and we're going on a big walk. The weather is due to turn pretty grim this afternoon, so we're going to get both dogs out and we're going to go walk around some lochs. I am just getting them treat pouches ready so that if they behave on their walks, get lots of treats. Their treats is actually just their kibble. We are fully togged up this morning, so waterproof gear, waterproof trousers, waterproof jackets, because it's meant to be pretty wet and miserable. We'll see. And it's meant to be a pretty lovely walk. And you know what that means? Once we finish your walk, we can come home and get cosy and knit all afternoon. There is a big cycling race on this afternoon, the Paris-Roubaix, which is an exciting race because for my dad's birthday this year, I planned a trip for him to go. So my dad is there. So we are going to watch some of the Paris-Roubaix today. And my mission today is that if I get tired in the afternoon, I'm going for a sleep. Because yesterday, I didn't sleep. And I just, excuse me, off. I didn't sleep and I just ended up feeling pretty miserable. I was so tired. And so today, if I'm tired, I'm going for a nap. So that I can enjoy my evening and not fall asleep at 9 PM. We're back. It was a lovely walk. It's been really weird weather-wise. He's telling us the weather's going to be so much worse than it is. Even now it's meant to be pouring with rain, and it is in fact gloriously sunny outside. So I'm glad we did a bigger walk. I am home. I'm going to make us some breakfast burritos. The good news is that I have cast on the hat, and so far it's looking pretty good. The bad news is that I gave up on one of my books. I just wasn't feeling it. It's a romance and I just wasn't really feeling the chemistry, so I'm pressing pause on it. And I was going to start the second book on my list for this weekend, and I realised I don't remember a single thing from the first book. So I'm going to reread the first book and then run into the second book. And I feel in the mood for a fantasy read. So I'm reading Shield of Sparrows, which is book 1 in a series by Devney Perry. It is 4 PM. I'm just gonna sit here for the next little while. Sam's going for a run. It is so windy, all the windows are rattling. Drink my coffee, read my book. my final boot patterns. I think it's the last one. I had to cast on a second silk, otherwise it's the second to last boot cast on. And it has these cables which are in 2 other designs. They're pretty simple cables, just 2 and 4 stitch cables. And they're going to sit at one side. And the plan is that they're on the brim here and then they're on the hat here. And I've been planning, the plan is that I knit this to a certain length and then I do a German short row stitch and turn around and reverse all the stitches. And that made sense to me. And now I'm sitting doing it and I just don't know if that's going to work. So I don't have a backup plan. My brain cannot visualise what I'm planning to happen. So yeah, I guess I'll keep going another 6 rows or something, and then I just need to do my German short row and see if it's worked. Good morning, happy final day of the holiday. We're heading home, so we're just getting ready to check out, packing away all our things, packing away all the food. I thought I'd do a quick check-in with you on how my projects are, and then I'll wrap up the video with a little footage of our walk. We've got one more nice walk to do. It's been such a nice little break. I felt so lovely for it. I felt very relaxed, and I'm going home feeling very rested, which is great. I have to get to work this afternoon, reply to some emails, but either way, it still feels like a restful weekend. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a little bit different. I know I've done a lot of vlog content recently, but I'm just feeling a bit more inspired to get back to filming, and this is kind of just what's been going on. So it's been easier to film. But I'll be back in a couple of weeks with hopefully something new. Oh, there's a train coming. Big train. It was a Tesco train, carrying Tesco products, I guess. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. It's been so lovely. Let's do a quick check out of where our projects are at. Okay, so I brought 4 projects, and I brought technically 4 skeins of yarn, and I used not even all of the first one. This is my zipper sweater. I got it cast on. I made like this much progress, and I just need to keep going until I get to my raglan stitches. So that's been really enjoyable. That's been my go-to stockinette project, but I thought I'd get the yoke done and I did not. Next up is my hat. Again, I wanted to get this finished. I got to here, so I got the brim done. The good news is that my German short row technique has worked, but I need to add some increases and decreases. And I was too tired to work that out yesterday, so maybe I'll get that done today. I am going to knit night tonight, so maybe I will take that to knit night and solve that problem. Number 3 then are my socks. Did not get this finished, but this will be my car knitting today, and then once I finish this I'll move on to, if I finish this I'll move on to something else, but hopefully I can finish this sock today. That would be the dream. In the car. It's like a 2.5 hour drive. And last but very not least is my tank top. I brought so much extra yarn for this. I think I got like this skein, and I think I've got 3 more skeins, and I did not switch a single one of them. I'm just knitting the body. I finished all the top part, but I'm just working in working flat to finish the body. 28 centimetre body, and I've knit maybe 3 centimetres. So I don't know, I feel like I really enjoyed my knitting, but I just didn't really lock in the way I thought I would. And that is okay. I'll get a little bit more car knitting done today, and otherwise these projects will just stay on my needles for a little while longer.